I find using technology in school very fun and a new way of learning. It's better than just sitting down reading from textbooks. It's a more adventurous way of learning, I'd say.
Cyfarthfa High School is an English medium 11 to 16 comprehensive school situated in the heart of the historic town of Merthyr Tydfil on the edge of the beautiful Brecon Beacons National Park. Digital technology will be fundamental to our young people's learning for their future success in an ever more competitive world. Together, we are improving staff and pupils' skills to prepare them for the 21st century.
Technology is really helpful as society today is just full of technology, like everyday things we use technology for. It's like our society is quite dependent on technology.
The increased use of technology within my teaching has been huge recently. The idea of Office 365 has been fantastic. The use of the Teams, especially class notebook, it's just really helped the students and myself be able to engage in a much more professional way, I suppose. You're able to discuss not only in the sort of chat area if they've got questions where they can interact with me that way, but as well as that, it's that ability to access their work from home, their ability to work on that at any time, and as well as that, mine as well. I'm able to access their work, I'm able to mark it when I'm not there, I'm able to be outside on my phone looking at their assignments and all the rest of it. So I mean, the technology in that sense has been brilliant for me.
As a department, the IT department is now 100% paperless. We have a cloud-based storage system allowing pupils to access work at home and at school. The same applies for staff. I can use Microsoft Teams to issue, collect, mark and return assignments to pupils and give them feedback verbally and also using digital linking. All these factors together have impacted on learning and as a result improved standards.
If you do a mistake, you don't waste paper, which means it could help the environment. I think because we're in 2018, I think it's very helpful because this is what we do. We go home and we go straight on technology, so we know what we're doing.
When we go home, since we use Microsoft Teams in school, we can link, our accounts are linked from any device, so we can go home, log into our account, and we have all of our work there.
So as a digital leader, I can help teachers with tech support and possibly do programming for any of the school.
We use the computers and iPads a lot to research, design and create Word documents, PowerPoints about topics, and we use them to create websites and designing stuff and engineering and IT.
I enjoy most Python just so I can. I really enjoy seeing how one bit of variables can turn into something very interesting. It caught my attention immediately since I started.
Use iPads to write. We take pictures and annotate pictures on iPads, then we record, voice record over the top of them. It's when we upload them, and then when we got time, we can listen back to them. And I think it's easier to remember to listen back to it than just reading off a book. So in an exam, it's easier to recall the information.
The training from Cyfarthfa was brilliant, really good, very interesting. The fact that they were practitioners themselves, or maybe taking a break from the practitioner or whatever, they were able to give us real knowledge. They were able to give us real examples, classroom-based examples. Someone who knows what they're talking about, you can immediately relate to. You immediately take their ideas on board. You haven't got this idea of a barrier of, well, who are you telling me what to do? You have this immediate sort of respect level, and it just makes things so much easier.
I aspire to be different from other training providers because of their ability to meet the demands of the client. We had a particular desire here to build on strong foundations. I aspire to be realised those strong foundations through the digital competence review, before putting in a bespoke programme of training for us. They've been able to allow us to form a strategic plan, a roadmap for the future that aligns not only developments in pedagogy, but also the strategic development and implementation of the appropriate hardware and software that we need to allow those pedagogical developments to proceed.
I feel like it's helped me keep my interest, as I find reading from textbooks very boring from experience from primary school, but since I've come to Cyfarthfa it's become a lot more interesting.
As leader of the school, I'm very confident that with the new pedagogy employed by teachers, the learning and the teaching that will happen in the future, and we're already seeing that now, is going to impact on the standards in the school. I'm anticipating some rapid increase in those standards and performance of our children, which will obviously benefit them in the long term when they do leave us.